Good morning. So I woke up this morning and just switched on the net and found this picture, this horrifying picture which a friend of mine has shared. So this is an elephant which is apparently still alive, supposedly, with had its teeth, tusks and trunk removed by poachers. Terrible, terrible thing to do. And yep, there's this picture on here saying I think it should be the death penalty for poachers, not the mere 20 years they're being given. And I'd say, yep, I'd probably agree with that. And if we just scroll through some of the comments here, we've got someone here who said everyone is so affected when it happens to an exotic animal, but yet that happens in slaughterhouses to cows, chickens, turkeys, horses, and pigs every single day. And I would agree with that. That's what the sort of thing I would have commented. And if you see some of people's comments back to that, very, very offended. They say elephants are far more of a rarity than chickens, cows, pigs, etc. The rarer the animal, the more expensive and sentimental the sighting of one is. The more expensive, the more wondrous, sir. And for this beautiful animal, we do not want to see it butchered like this, and in a much more inhumane way than compared to those chickens, sheep, and cows that get slaughtered every day. So this person is differentiating between an elephant and a cow, saying that it's more rare, it's rarer, so therefore it's more important, and saying that it's slaughtered in a more inhumane way than chickens, sheep, cows, and any other common land animals. So they're differentiating there, making an excuse for them to carry on eating the other animals. Yet I doubt they know how the majority of animals are killed in slaughterhouses. But there you go. So, and we've got someone else saying, yeah, but I don't enjoy eating elephants. I do, however, eat chicken, beef and pork. It's just a stupid comment. A lot of these things I do have sympathy for in a way, the people's opinions, because they're just getting defensive because they want to be challenged on what they're eating. They don't want to be proved wrong. No one wants to be proved wrong. So I would have said a lot of this similar stuff. Lifelong friend of mine was a lifelong vegetarian, said this sort of thing to me, and I was saying these sorts of comments. So I understand. I'm just trying to make a point here to try and stop it. Difference between a slaughterhouse and this elephant, it's just going to die and rot there. Whereas a slaughterhouse, they kill them and use the whole body for food money. Questionable. Again, it's still killing an animal and just trying to differentiate and make excuses, saying, well, we're losing all the animals, so it's fine, I can carry on doing it, carry on eating animals, blah, blah, blah. I love chicken. There we go again. Look, we breed them for it. We're not hurting the world as a whole or wiping any of those off the face of the earth. So another excuse, we breed animals like cows, chickens and pigs to eat them. So that's another excuse which people use. We breed them to eat. Still killing the animal. Does that retract from that killing of the animal? Last time I checked, blah blah blah, most land animals aren't on the endangered species list because they're not on the verge of extinction. So there you go, people making excuses to carry on eating dead animals because they don't want to be proven wrong, that it's cruel. So they want to kill poachers, give poachers the death penalty for killing this poor elephant, but you can do the same to a cow and it'd be okay. Is that what they're saying? I'm not quite sure. So this is the problem. This is the problem why most people won't give up eating meat, why they won't give up eating dead animals. It's because of this differentiation, of this justification in your mind of why eating dead animals is okay. And when something like this, a case like a dead elephant or a dead tiger, which you see on the adverts and stuff, like adopt a tiger for blah 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 or whatever, it hits our heartstrings still, because we're still actually deep down compassionate about animals. But when someone tries to link the common animals, commonly eaten, like cows, pigs and chickens, and saying that, well, it's just the same as those, when someone says that, it kind of automatically, it hurts you. Like, whoa, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not a horrible person. Humans aren't horrible. Well, the majority of humans aren't horrible in their honest nature. So when you're accused of being a murderer or whatever, or contributing to the cruelty of killing an animal, of course you're going to try and justify it. So this is the problem. Because of these double standards we have with animals, we kind of set ourselves double standards. So we'll say, oh, this elephant's endangered, so it's really, really cruel. But how can you gauge how cruel killing an animal really is? How can you gauge, like, so killing an elephant, like this example, is really cruel because it's endangered and it's a beautiful animal. But what about a cow? I'd say cows are pretty beautiful. They're really majestic and calm and gentle, really gentle beings. If anyone's ever actually seen a cow up close, they're amazing creatures, as are pigs. And all animals share the same will to live. Every single animal doesn't want to die. So killing them is the crime. Your crime is taking away, abusing that right of that animal by killing it, taking away its desire to live. So when you look at it on those sorts of levels, it's kind of like, well, actually, it's really the same thing. How about this example for being crazy, just as an example of how ridiculous the killing and eating and cruelty against animals is. If I was to take a cow, take Daisy the dairy cow, or a Jersey cow, and put it on a rope and then lead it into my main in my main town centre, into the middle of the piazza where everyone could see, in the middle there. And if I was to say, everyone crowd around, and everyone was crowding around, and then I get a knife and I slit the jugular of that cow, and then it starts bleeding all over the place where everyone can see it, I would get arrested. That's a crime for killing an animal. It doesn't have to be a cow, it could be a dog. If I took a dog and then slit its throat, and then everyone was watching, people would try and stop me, for one, which shows compassion towards animals, and two, it's against the law. You can't. It's a violation of that animal's right to live. So that's one standard of saying, which is great. Okay, yeah, protect the animal's right to live. Yet 60 billion land animals a year in the world are killed to be eaten. So you do one thing in front of people and you get arrested for it, one crime of killing an animal. Yet if you're a meat and dairy industry, you kill millions of them doing that exact same thing just behind hidden walls so you can't see it, and you get rewards. You get Employee of the Month for killing more animals and making more money. It's all a money-making scheme. Do you not see how ridiculous that double standard is? I kill an animal, just one animal, not that it's any less important, but one compared to 60 billion. I kill one animal, just where people can see it, I get arrested. A meat and dairy industry kills millions of animals, and they get rewarded. How on earth can that be the case? Please see the difference, please see the falseness in our justifications, because I understand. I came from eating animal products, and for the majority of my life, I only quit a year and a half ago. So I've been eating animals for 19, almost 20 years, and it wasn't too late for me to realise. Please see this sense of killing animals it's just ridiculous, and that killing one animal is no different to killing another. Killing a dog or a cat or any of your other pets which you've had time to relate to and have a connection with is no different to killing a cow which you just haven't given the chance, or a pig or a chicken or a turkey or a goose or a duck, anything like that which you haven't given the time to have a connection with and extend your compassion to. Humans are the only animals in the world which can extend their compassion to all living creatures. I know that sounds really hippie and really lala, but it's true. We're the only animals which can do it. No other animal in nature can do it without being either scared of another animal, if they don't eat animals, or wanting to eat another, or just not having the capability to do it. So humans are the only animals which can extend our compassion to all living creatures. It's amazing. Utilise that ability for that compassion. Not like it's even necessary anyway. This incredible monstrosity of killing these animals on the ridiculous scale which we do. You would hope that all that pain and all that suffering from those animals would go towards some good in humans and saying, well, it's natural, so we have to do it. It's not even necessary to eat animals. It's another false justification which people eat them for. Well, we need to eat animals for protein. Protein. People saying that don't even know what protein is. They haven't got a clue how much protein they need. That is a ploy by the meat and dairy industry to get you to buy the products. You can see I'm getting quite riled up about this. The only reason I get passionate about this is because it's just such a ridiculous concept which I myself had followed for 20 years, 20 years, but I've woken up about, and I'm trying to spread the change to someone else. So it's not even necessary to eat them in the first place. Look up the essential nutrients of the body. Every single essential nutrient of the body can be found in plant foods. That means that we are designed to eat plants. If we were meat eaters, then everything which we need would be in meat, which it's not. You don't need to eat meat to survive. I'm living proof. Every single vegan is living proof. You can be healthy and be a vegan. Look, I'm not fat. I'm lean. I'm healthy. I've got lots of energy. You don't need to eat meat. I've been eating just bananas for this last week. Just bananas. I'm doing a banana island. Check out my other videos if you want to see the details on that. Yesterday I had 30 bananas. 30 bananas. Anyone want to guess how much protein I got? You probably don't even know. I wouldn't have done either. Over 40 grams of protein yesterday. So I got 150% of my allowance of protein yesterday. I'm getting enough protein. I'm getting almost all of my essential nutrients from one food. Just bananas. There's a reason why gorillas eat so many. Do we look more similar to a gorilla or a tiger? Herbivore or carnivore? Which one do you think? Okay, right, so let's wrap it up now. Sorry for rambling, but this is a topic very close to my heart. And I'm just trying to put out videos which I would have liked to hear when I was still eating meat. Okay, finishing, bottom line. Question your beliefs about eating animals, and every time you make a justification for why you eat them, really think on that justification you've just done. And if it's something like, well, we breed them to eat them, then think, well, okay, but they're still being killed, and do we actually even breed them to eat them, or was the animal there in the first place? And just question your morals and be like, well, does it seem morally right? Does it seem morally right to you to rape, kill, torture animals just for your own pleasure? Because it isn't necessary. That's a fact. It's unnecessary to eat animals. There's nothing in animal products which you can't get from plant foods, but there are foods in plants which you can't get from animal products. Look up human physiology and then you will find the answers. Look up the digestive system and everything. Look up our saliva, look up our teeth, look up our natural ability to catch things, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. Okay, right, long video, I'm sorry, but this is a close topic. So killing one animal, in my opinion, is no different to killing another, even if it's endangered. It should never be endangered in the first place from poaching. So anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys soon. Cheers.